Is this you? Because it doesn't have to be. That's how I was until I changed just a few things before I started waking up at 5 a.m. almost every day. With some small changes I implemented into my life when waking up early, I went from that to this. When I wake up early, I get more done by lunchtime than I do in an entire day when I decide to sleep in. Proof of this has shown in the past few weeks as I have noticed a decline in my productivity since I recently started to take some time off from my normal 5 a.m. routine. So I needed to start waking up early again to get ready for this new charge, this actually starting up again of my running schedule and my normal workflow. And with that, I decided to make this video because waking up early has never been insanely easy for me, but I've done it for so long that I've learned some things along the way, and I wanted to make this video to help you guys and show you guys the sort of different things that I've learned over time to help you guys have a foolproof plan to waking up early. By the way, thank God that this no caffeine challenge is almost over. I look at how beautiful that iced coffee is. I just want some coffee. This guide to waking up early needs two different parts to be effective, the first being the why and the second is the how. The why begins with you and trying to find something that's going to motivate you to wake up early. Why do you want to wake up early? What goals do you have? And how can waking up early help you accomplish those goals? What people in your life will you positively affect by waking up early and achieving those goals and moving yourself forward through your self-development and your overall achievement? Examples of these include working on your side hustles or getting a workout in, or just having time for yourself, and whatever that means for you, whatever you want to do with that time, just taking this early morning time alone to make the most of it for yourself. To help make this easier, after you've finished with the video, make sure that you sit down and do a bit of a brainstorming session of what your goals are and how waking up early can help you achieve those goals. The why is also understanding why it's so important to wake up early and what waking up early can really do for you. Successful people have been doing this for years. It's no secret that people like Jeff Bezos, Mark Wahlberg, and Benjamin Franklin have had their schedules redone and tested on YouTube so that people can see whether it works for them or not. Moving into the how portion of this video, you need to plan out your morning, and that actually starts with a foolproof morning routine so that you can get started off on the right foot and wake up as easy as possible. Put your phone as an alarm and keep it away from your bed so you have to walk to it to turn it off. This also will help you avoid falling into the snooze cycle. Drink a tall glass of water, as it's been shown to be extremely helpful in waking you up and a great way to hydrate you to start your morning. Quickly do some light exercises, whether that be push-ups, sit-ups, jumping jacks, something that's light but is going to get your whole body engaged for about 2 to 5 minutes so that you can wake up by having your whole body activated by doing some normal and easy exercise. Something that will get you awake though. Also, splash some cold water on your face. It's the oldest trick in the book, but it works. Speaking of books, you can actually find my free ebook in the description box down below, and that'll have more in-depth dives into topics like this, and it will help you move forward into saving time and doing more. So you know your why and you know your how regarding the morning of and making that little bit of tiredness go away quicker, but the fact of the matter is you're going to have to make yourself wake up at that time, and this next part is going to go into those different tips regarding that topic. There are two main ways to get your sleeping schedule changed, and the first is called the embrace the suck method. This is pretty much what it sounds like. You're going to go about your day normally the night before, you're going to go to bed at your normal time, and more or less you're going to embrace how much it sucks the next day. Maybe try to go to bed a little bit earlier than your normal time, but make sure you don't have anything crazy important to do, or else you're going to notice that it's going to be pretty negatively impacted. To record this video and get back into the 5 a.m. routine that I usually had before I was taking my time off, I used the embrace the suck method and actually didn't use coffee. So yeah, I'm glad that I'm depriving myself of that for your amusement. The second method is the creep it back method. The idea is that you need to wake up about 15 to 30 minutes earlier than you normally would each and every single day. So an example of this would be from 7:30 to 5 a.m. You go from 7:30 to 7:15 and so on and so forth. And eventually you'll reach that 5 a.m. goal and you won't feel nearly as bad as if you did the embrace the suck method. However, it will take a lot longer for you to get there. Trust me, I know. Lastly, once you get into that early morning wake up time and it's cemented into your daily life, it's important that you always get 8 hours of sleep. I know for a lot of us, people don't get 8 hours of sleep consistently, but it's really important. And this next part's going to touch a little bit on what you can do to make sure that you get those 8 hours, because if you don't, it's really not worth it. You're going to feel the effects and it's not going to be good. My first piece of advice would be to go to bed at a specific time and not when you feel tired. This may sound obvious, but sometimes your body isn't exactly feeling the amount of sleep that you need to get. You know, it could be like 10:30 p.m. and then you're tired, but you're waking up at 5 a.m. This happens for me a lot, but I know that if I put myself in bed at 9:30, I'm going to probably fall asleep within 20 minutes. It's just a matter of I don't feel that tired. Sometimes your body's just got a little bit of a disconnect between your actual tiredness and how much you need to get sleep-wise. So make sure that you go to bed at least 8.5 hours before you need to wake up the next day, or else you're gonna not really, it's not gonna be good. The second piece of advice is to have a 30-minute to an hour wind down routine without electronics before you get to bed. Brush your teeth, wash your face, read a book, do your normal self-care routine, and then do anything that isn't going to stimulate your brain so that when you try to go to bed, it'll be that much easier. The third and final piece of advice is to let the people that you live with know that you're making this change so that they can respect your time and that you don't have that miscommunication regarding different nighttime plans or evening plans that you may have with them. You don't want your favorite show to come up and then the person say, oh, well, I wanted to watch it tonight, and then they watch it without you, that sort of thing. And also, you don't want to be that person that sets an alarm off at 5 a.m. without telling anybody. Also, it keeps you accountable because say you're living with a roommate. Actually, if my roommate from last year is watching this, sorry, Nathan, I tried my best. I felt bad if I ever hit snooze over and over again because I was like, all right, you're just consistently waking up that person, and it keeps you a little more accountable once you tell somebody. And anytime you have that sort of social pressure, it's actually good if it's from something positive. By communicating with people, you're also going to make it easier regarding making nighttime plans. You can make dinner plans a little bit earlier than those people normally would because they probably respect your time. If you have them in your life, I hope they do. And that's something that you really need to consider when you make this change. Next, moving forward with the idea of telling people that you're waking up at 5 a.m. or early in general, you need to tell yourself that you are a morning person. As silly as this sounds, it actually works. I truly believe in manifesting things if you want them to happen for yourself, and going forward with this idea of making yourself a morning person, you really need to convince yourself that you are a morning person. You need to tell yourself, I'm a morning person, because if you say the other thing, right? If you say to yourself, oh, I can't wake up early, I'm never good at waking up early, you're going to find yourself in a spot where you're never going to be able to wake up consistently early because you're going to be telling yourself that. Anytime you think about a situation where you've told yourself, I can't do this, I'm not good enough, I can't do this, all those different negative thoughts that just go in your head. Like if you consistently think to yourself, I can't do this, you're just not going to make it happen. Treat waking up early the exact opposite by telling yourself over and over again that you are a morning person and that you are going to wake up early. That's it for the video, guys. Thank you so much. I have 700 plus subscribers, and I just don't know how that happened so quickly. I remember talking about goals in my first podcast, and I said I was probably going to be at 1,000 subscribers by the end of the summer, and then I had to change my goals on it, and I'm glad I did because I would have blown past that by so much. I mean, 700 in less than 90 days. I don't know how. Thank you guys so much for the support. I really appreciate it. Thank you for all the comments and everything. They really mean a lot, and I like engaging with you guys. So that's been really fun too. With that being said, thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you guys in the next one.